Hi guys, Rexbit here, and I'm with the rest of the beta team, and we're here to talk about the top 10 games for 2013. Now I'm going to jump in right at number 10, and this one is Command & Conquer Generals 2. So what have you guys got to say about this, because I'm not too sure.
Pile of shit.
Okay, come on.
No, and I'll tell you why it's a pile of shit, because EA, in their infinite wisdom, are going to do it so it's free to play, but they've got in-game transactions. But they're not going to do it like the normal way you do free to play with in-game, which is where you have, all your content that you'd buy through the free to play game would be aesthetics. It'd only make it look a bit better. It wouldn't give you any advantage. But they're doing it completely the other way, where you pay money and you win the game.
Yeah,
and
they've
win. Labeled it right. No, they've labeled it as that they're trying to adapt to whatever players can throw at them. But that was what patches in games were meant for, not what paid content's meant for. So I don't really understand where they're going with it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not happy with the microtransaction system, but the game does look really good.
Oh, don't get me wrong. As a game, it looks amazing, but
yeah.
it's fallen into the same hole that Thingy's fallen into as well. What's it called? The new SimCity game. Is that EA have just gone this new way of total anti-piracy, and they're trying to hold of as much of it as they can, and then they've just ended up screwing over everyone who wants to play the game. I'm more than happy to buy Command & Conquer, but I'm getting punished because of, what EA perceives as the problem.
Yeah, I'd rather just buy it and just pay straight up for the content you're getting.
Exactly.
You have to pay lots of little bits later on.
There's not enough justification. There really isn't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, the actual game does look really good, which is why it's made it into the top 10 at all, but totally let down by the microtransaction system.
Well, yeah,
I'm looking at pictures of it now.
Frostbite 2 engine.
Yeah, that's supposed to be really acclaimed. Well, it's a bit of a hype about it. And
well, I think these on Battlefield 3, don't they?
They do, yeah. It looks amazing. It's so very disappointed.
Looking forward to having a go. Probably won't put too much money into it though.
But it's still on the
free
list.
to play, so I guess it will get played.
There is a hype around it for certain people that like these sort of games. That's why it's in number 10, and I'm sure we'll all be playing it. But
eventually, yeah. But I don't think it'll last very long, as I would be spewing money into it. I'll be losing a lot, and thus be getting very bored very quickly.
Well, but you can still pay for free, play for free now, and the beta sign up is out on their site.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to try it, sign up for the beta, see for yourself.
Link in the description.
No, but seriously, if there's a link in the description, I'll chop your hands off so you can never do that again.
So that's number 10. Okay, in at number 9 is Dead Space 3.
Yeah, a really good game. I really enjoy playing it. It's got brought co-op in for a new mode, so you can play with your friends and stuff online. It's got multiple modes, so it keeps it fresh and keeps it going. And there's lots of weapon creation. You can literally just take any weapon and put it with another weapon. So that's an amazing feature for it.
Yeah, the animations for executions and stuff like that are really good, aren't they? As well, something I've heard there's some really gruesome scenes in there as well.
Oh, the whole game is. I mean, the way you get items out of people is just to bash them open, which is just gory as hell.
Which is the only way, yeah.
Yeah. That's where all the goodies are, inside your chest cavity.
Like pinatas, space pinatas.
But yeah, I mean, I've looked at the visuals of this game, and it does look really nice. It's got that sort of, jump scares in it and stuff like that. People like that sort of thing. It does get the adrenaline running. It's really fun.
Awesome game.
Yep, that's cool. Now, in at number 8 is, well, we don't know the exact name of this game, but it would be what we think would be Modern Warfare 4. Now, a few problems I have with the series of the General is the first Call of Duty on PS3, COD 4. Now that was my favourite. That's always been my favourite, just because it was bare bones. You had 3 kill streaks, a couple perks, and yeah, that was it. Everyone was on a level playing field. Now, as soon as you started sort of adding things in, so the next one, I mean, COD 5, again, I enjoyed COD 5, there wasn't that much on it. But after that, it did start to sway for me, and COD 6, again, COD 6 was alright, it was sort of on a balance, it was balanced enough where you could still enjoy it, you could have it was nice to see all these new kill streaks, to use them and select them. But after that, I mean, Black Ops, I'm not really a fan of Black Ops. Black Ops 2 I've got a million problems with, and I could go on forever. I mean, my main problem with the campaign is you spend half your time fucking walking over to pick up some bag, to take it to your mate, to take some guns out of his bag, then drink some beer. It's like, fucking hell, I just want to shoot someone. You just spend so much time, you spend so much money on getting sort of Z-list celebrities just play the parts of the people in it when they could have spent that money on, servers that don't lag for starters. It takes ages to get into a game. You get into a game, people are lagging all over, and you don't get third power on it. If you looked at all my sort of Call of Duty list of games that I've put time on, the most would be COD 4, and it's a steady decrease from there. And, well, it has to be on the list in the fact that there's such a hype around it, and I probably will be buying the next one. This is probably a last chance for me for this one. If it works, then, brilliant. But if it doesn't, that'd probably be me done with Call of Duty. I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah, I've got a few things to say actually on your comments on Modern Warfare. I do agree with you that, excuse me, that the best game was Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. I know we've got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 or something like that. They are having a problem with the names. But yeah, that was easily the best game. Black Ops series, I'm into that only because of the Nazi zombies. Pretty much the only reason I bought Black Ops 2.
Oh, yeah.
That is such a good game type. I absolutely love it. Started as a mini game in Call of Duty 5 World at War and then just took off. The new Modern Warfares, as you say, yeah, they just get too into the kill streaks and the different types of weapon attachments and stuff like that, and I just can't be dealing with it anymore. They don't ever change what perks you use, and they just change the perk system so you arranged in a different way. It just looks different. They just regurgitating the same game. They're using the Nintendo technique.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
I'm not looking forward to it too much.
I think even with zombies, Call of Duty 5 was my favourite zombies because there was 2 doors and 2 levels. That was it. And then in the last ones, everyone's got to have this certain gun, and they've all got to shoot into a certain point to get some fucking orb to fly about.
The Easter eggs, they were awesome.
Oh.
I mean, like, me and Louis just, really enjoyed them, going for those Easter eggs. But I think COD's a really good game for what it is. I think we're still bored with it, but I wouldn't want to change what it is, because it is kind of the top of where it is as a game. I'm probably just not going to play for a few years and then jump back into it, and it should be, interesting again.
There's no doubt that it's got a big following.
Yeah. It's the problem is it's heading more towards, like a lot of large game companies are doing, they're heading towards crunching profits more, so it's going to be a lot about the downloadable content. It's going to be the half a game that you buy, and then the other half, maybe even 3/4 of a completely different game that you're picking up afterwards.
That's another thing that they do.
You buy map packs, and the map packs double the content.
But I don't want to buy a game and then a month later have a map pack to come out and cost me a tenner. I think that's a bit of a rip off. I think I'm being taken like a chump. Then I don't want to. I understand it's additional content, but why couldn't I just have that in my game? It feels a little bit unfair to then charge me another £10. If you reduce the price of the game and then add extra content, I'd understand, but it's still a premium title for a premium price.
If you think the Modern Warfare trick is to give you I'm not sure if it's the whole Microsoft one, but it's like a future-proof thing that you can buy where you pay £40 and then every map pack that gets released
get a season pass, don't you? You get a season pass. But that's
expensive. They're still expensive.
Exactly.
It's like an extra £40.
£40. So you're paying 80-90 quid for this game, and then you're getting a small game, and then it's gradually getting bigger and bigger, but you're only really adding a couple more maps here and there. Nothing substantial, nothing game changing.
Yeah, I mean, I bought the limited edition of Modern Warfare 3 because I was still enjoying the game at that point, and I got all the DLCs with it as they came out through the year, and I didn't even download them all because I got bored of it before even the end. Even the new stuff couldn't entice me in because it wasn't the same game for me.
Yeah, there's nothing to keep you there, is there?
No, nothing changes that much.
Exactly. They don't invest in it enough because I don't think they really care enough.
Yeah.
Well, of course they care, but
I think they care about the back pockets more than anything else.
Probably.
Yeah. It's all about the dollar.
Yeah.
It is.
So yeah, moving on.
Right, and then at number 7, we've got Gears of War Judgment. It's a prelude to the Gears of War trilogy that we all know. The main thing I want to talk to you about is the overrun. I don't know if anyone's seen anything of this game type, have you guys?
No.
Only a tiny bit.
It's basically Flood against... I'm not... Sorry, it's not the Flood, is it? What are the bad guys called in Gears?
Someone's still playing Halo.
Yeah.
Locust, isn't it? The Horde.
Locust.
That's WoW.
Locust, he's right, yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Any enemies? Are they the Russians? Nazis? Undead Nazis?
It's basically the Gears against the Russians, and no, it's Gears against the Locust, and the Locust get to be all these crazy creatures, depending on how many points you've accumulated, depending on what you've done in the game, and the objective is to get to the hole where the Locusts come out the ground, and you've got to uncover it if you're the Locust, and you've got to defend it if you're the Gears. And the Gears get all these cool turrets and barbed wire and laser fences to try and help it. It's like a class-based thing for them, whereas with the other ones, you've got to go the cheap units to get points by destroying barricades or getting kills, and then eventually building up to some of the bigger things like boomers and those weird fist things that come out the ground and smash everything to bits. But that looks like so much fun. The thing I enjoyed about all the Gears games was the multiplayer system, other than the first couple of games having some lag issues, but yeah, really looking forward to it. Looks an absolute beast.
Well, now that you mentioned is the Horde system from Gears of War 3.
Yeah, it's already exists.
Yeah, it already exists. So it sounds like they've improved upon it like a lot. Like if you've got objectives in it, but like the Horde system in Gears of War 3 is just a wave defense where you build barricades and you just constantly fight off the enemy.
Yeah, this is kind of a 3-stage thing. So the Gears have basically got 3 chances and 3 different layouts for every map to hold them back, and then the team switch at the end. But just some of the creatures that you can go, the ones you've seen in the last Horde games, are just really cool and fun to play. It's not something you expect from all these first-person shooters when you're running around on the floor as a ticker trying to like gnaw at the nearest barricade or blow up at a player's feet or something like that. It just in the last Horde modes when you're running around as those little ticker things, it doesn't half get the blood pumping. You get really into it, like.
Yeah, actually so vulnerable. It is a very good game mode. And it's got that braid instead of like the main dude, that Marcus Phoenix.
Braid?
Barrett is it? Braid? His name's not Braid.
His name is Baird.
Yeah, it's Kilo Squad, it's Damon Baird and Augustus Cole, and 2 new team members, yeah. But yeah, it looks really good, can't wait.
I can't wait to play with Brady there.
Wayne Brady, yeah.
Fucking
Wayne Brady.
Wayne
I'll tell you what
Brady.
though, one thing I have to touch on is I hope they've improved a little bit on the game engine, because one thing I distinctly remember about Gears of War are glitches. Glitches that could be exploited and never really got fixed.
No.
So I'm really hoping that it's been, it's a good game engine. I've heard people slam it because they don't like the cover system. I quite enjoyed it. It was a bit glitchy at times, but I thought it was definitely a step in the right direction. So
Yeah,
I hope they iron it out. If they iron it out so you don't glitch and you don't, I don't know, power slide into walls from 20 meters away, then I'll be very happy with it. Very, very happy.
Alright, cool. Okay, number 6 in the top 10 is a game you might not have heard of. It's called The Last of Us. Now, this is a new game, survivor horror game made by Naughty Dog, who makes such titles such as, what's it called, Drake? Uncharted, that's the one.
Crash Bandicoot.
And fucking Crash Bandicoot, number 1, my childhood.
Pretty
Played 'em all.
spectacular. Can we switch this game out for Crash Bandicoot? Is that a new game coming out?
That should be a game that's coming out, but we'll save that for another one. So,
Is it a gritty horror?
this one seems pretty gritty. So you play as Joel, which is the main character, alongside your young companion Ellie. I don't know if they're related, friends, whatever. But yeah, this game does look pretty good. They've kept a lot of it secret. We don't know who the infected, we'll call them for now. That's all we've got. But we don't know if they're zombies, confirmed as zombies, or some sort of mutant hybrid zombie.
They're kind of infected by this crazy fungus mutation. They're blind. They see by echolocation like bats. The visuals on them are great. This crazy fungus effect coming out of their face, making their ears dead big and totally cutting out their eyes. The way they infect people is when they die, they kind of meld into the environment and grow spores themselves, and then people breathe in the spores and they catch the infection, and it's kind of just about you wandering around trying to survive with your little companion.
Oh, it's all about the dynamic stealth system.
I've not looked into the stealth system, to be honest. I've had a little look at the combat. The combat seems really cool. Some good assassination moves, stealth moves. I've only really seen a guy using a revolver, not really knowing anything about the weapons, but yeah, should be really good.
Yeah, I saw someone using a brick before, and it does all flow together. It's like half cinematic, half like actual gameplay.
Well,
It
that
just
sells
flows
it
nicely.
just on its own, doesn't it? I saw someone using a brick before.
Oh,
That's my kind of
great.
game.
Yeah, I need more games with bricks.
Nobody just flows into it. Like literally, like just run over straight in the head and stuff. You know, just flows.
Yeah, it's
It just
boss.
flow. Yeah, bricks often flow. I'm joking.
Yeah, that's
It does look really good though. I must
Yeah.
admit, I've had a little look at it myself, and the gameplay looks right up my alley. Oh Jesus Christ! I don't know. There's a lot to say about it, and like I said before, the dynamic stealth system is going to be a really big part of it. You saw a bit of that in Dishonored. Well, not dynamic stealth, that's what this game's called it, but in Dishonored, you had a lot of different ways of approaching the situation depending on how your gameplay was. You could run in and shoot everyone, or you could sneak around and, only no one knows about what you're doing. But we'll just see how this game implements it and see if it really is as dynamic as it says it is.
Yeah, I'm hoping it is, even in the chance of doing both. With the mood strikes me to run in and bash one of these fungal monsters in the head of the brick. I want to be able to do it without getting punished like you would on a solely stealth game like Hitman or something like that.
It's all around the brick now, isn't it? This is the only thing this game's going to be known for,
This is
the
the
use
weapon.
of a brick. This is it. This is groundbreaking. I've never seen games where you just pick up bricks and beat people with them.
The
Good
only,
choice.
Good
the
point.
only two weapons we know about are the brick and the revolver, so what else is there to talk about?
I saw a stick in there as well. I've got to say.
Oh, nice.
I think,
nice.
at one point.
yeah. I
I
mean,
wonder
what
if
was
there'll be
interesting
Go on.
was that even though he's got this gun or whatever, he had about 5 shots with it, and then he was out of ammo, and he had to like make something out of his bag. He makes like a Molotov cocktail. Picks up a bottle, it's got some petrol or whatever, puts in a bit of tissue, throws it, uses that as a weapon, and it seems like you can do what you want. It's very
A proper
open.
survival game, finding
Yeah.
little bits of junk and putting them together to make cool weapons, like a brick on a stick.
A brick on, no, it's
a brick on a stick. You're already making the meta game and you haven't even played it?
It's that breeze block on the back of rope and just swinging it above your head. Just-
Oh, yeah. That's the weapon.
That's it. That's like the ultimate weapon. Yeah, so that's in at number 6.
In at number 5, we have Armour 3. In number 5, we have Armour 3.
Right. Well, I played quite a bit of this game. I did the scuba mission and the vehicle mission. I go on the planes. I put a couple of videos of it already, so if you want to watch that, then feel free.
Plug the
Link in the
previous
description.
videos!
Videos. Okay, so we've all played Armour 2. It's good. It's a game that they tried to make as realistic as possible, which they did, but it wasn't very good. It was a bit clunky at times, and a bit buggy. So we're playing the Armour 3 now. This is Alpha. We're on the Alpha at the moment, and we're enjoying it. 20-kilometre square map for an Alpha, which is great. And for £20, you get Alpha, Beta, and the full game, sort of part of the whole title. And it looks good, it plays good, the sounds are better, the whole sort of motion's better. I know that in Armour 2, there's no way you're going to play in first person. It's just really difficult. But in this one, it's a lot smoother and it feels a lot nicer. And, I've enjoyed it. I don't know. I know you've had a bit of a go on it, John.
Yeah. Like they got the Wasteland maps up, which is something I really enjoyed about Armour 2.
Yeah.
And it's not quite like it's not quite complete, but for an alpha, it's like not a bad stage. And from what I've seen, it's going to have developed into like an amazing game. So it should be amazing in like a few months.
Yep. All right, that's that. Okay, and at number 4 is Watch Dogs. Now, you might not have heard about this game. There's a little trailer on our channel, so you can watch that again after this. Now, Watch Dogs is an open world video game. You control a man called Aiden Pierce, which is quite a sort of action man name.
Action name!
Basically, he is a hacker who's butthurt about something. We don't know what yet. He's just sort of on a vendetta to hack any electronic device in the city. So, anything from someone's phone, a telephone box, a vending machine. You can basically hack anything and use it for whatever reason you want. You could be a bad guy. You can go around fucking with people, or you can go around saving people. You can do exactly what you want. Now, the only problem I've got with this game is, it's made by Ubisoft, who make Assassin's Creed now. If you watch the trailers, it just seemed like a lot has been ported over. Then all the sort of running motion and the animations, a lot of them just seem exactly the same now. There's nothing wrong with the Assassin's Creed, it just feels lazy. Like, that must be one of the hardest things, getting all this fluid motion, all this parkour they're doing in the thing, and I don't know. It just seems like they've cut a lot of corners. Not that they've cut a corner, just that, you know what I mean?
They've cut a lot of them.
They've cut a lot of corners just by taking that whole wedge of development out and just pulling it into another game. And
I personally think that could work to its advantage, only taking the free running system from Assassin's Creed that we know works so well, and then throwing it into a free roam kind of Grand Theft Auto feel, you know, but with a whole hacking element where you can interact with the environment in a totally different way. I just think that's great. You know, the small trailer that I've seen of it, the way he gets around, you know, ends up on top of trains as there's cameras catching him, the ability to hack into cars and cash machines. I think it looks spot on. I wouldn't take anything away from it because the back of his coat flaps like Altair's.
Well, you know, it's true. But yeah, this game looks really, really good, and definitely buying it. PC maybe, PS4 maybe. You know, it's on all the consoles, so anyone can buy it.
Just buy it on the computer. Just do yourself, do yourself a favour, yeah, and buy it on the computer.
But yeah, it'll run a lot better on a PC.
And if you don't have a good enough computer, then seriously go out and buy one. Do yourself a second favour.
Yeah, that's your second favour. I mean, yeah, that's everything we've got on Watch Dogs.
So coming in at number 3, Grand Theft Auto 5, which looks like it could be a really good game, to be honest. Apparently it's got a world that's bigger than Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and Grand Theft Auto 4 combined. So that's going to be a case of You'll Never Explore Me.
Pretty big. Yeah, what we know about it is, I mean, everyone's seen the first trailer with the old guy. He's called Michael, and it looks like there's 3 playable characters in this sort of game. Whether you play as one, you die, you play as the other, you die, and then you've got the last one left, you know. We don't really know yet. There's not a lot of information.
Well, I think they all tie in together into the story.
3 storylines.
Oh,
yeah.
If you can play them all, so pretty much 3 campaign modes in a way.
Cool, yeah, and then, well, what we're all excited about is the fact that they're sort of taking it back to the San Andreas days. You know, we've all played San Andreas, I'm guessing, and it's still my favourite, to be honest, just for the fact that everything was a bit stupid. I mean, I liked the jet planes, I liked all that sort of stuff. I like getting on the BMX and going to the gym and all that stuff. I found quite fun.
Well, yeah, hopefully you won't have to go and play bowling every 5 minutes with your busy mate and stuff.
Man.
Oh,
which kind of killed it for number 4.
Let's not talk
again.
about that one. Let's skip that.
Yeah, basically, the last one was a letdown for all of us, just in the fact that it was boring and you couldn't do much, and Nikolai was a bit of a knobhead. And, yeah. But yeah, this one looks like it's going to redeem itself. That's why it's in number 3. I mean, I'm really excited about it. I'll be getting it as soon as it comes out, sort of thing. PC, PS3, don't know yet, probably PC.
Well, no, it's going to be PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
Yeah, it's supposed to come out around Christmas time, I believe. I mean, it's already been postponed.
Well, you don't really know when it's going to come out. It's been postponed once before, and it might get postponed. Well, I doubt it'll get postponed again. It's probably going to be out around September.
Sort of new console time, I think it'll be. I think a lot of these games that we're talking about are going to be around for the new consoles.
Well, they'll be the best graphics you'll see on that console.
Yeah. Alright, that's number 3. In at number 2 is Battlefield 4. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoy Battlefield 3. I've got it on the PS3 though, unfortunately. Don't like the fact that I'd have to buy it again for PC, but I still play it on PS3, and it's a really good game. There's now a lot of new DLCs coming out for PS3, Endgame's coming out very soon, I think middle of March. It's out for PS3 already, but you know, it's a PlayStation exclusive sort of game. They're gonna well, it's not exclusive. They get the content quicker, but Xbox get Call of Duty content quicker, so it sort of equals up. But I prefer Battlefield, to be honest. Now, I hope that they're going to push the fact with the new consoles, with the new machines, that they can hold up these big maps with 60-man servers and not be capped at about 30 and only.
Yeah, well, I think that's what we're all looking for, isn't it? Those big 64-man servers, because that's what we used to play. Battlefield, it was that game where you could get that giant epic war experience. You know, before you had Arma, you had Battlefield. For me personally, like, I can draw comparisons between the two of them, but Battlefield's kind of gone a bit more down the, I suppose, Call of Duty route. But,
just running good at that. Well,
more close quarters, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, they're bringing back that commander function, from the second one, where you get like the overview. And you
that's
can,
promising. That kind of means that maybe it will be on a really epic scale, and it will be back to the whole take your position and kind of hold it and fight in a more intelligent way than just, like you say, run and gun.
Well, yeah, people like squad combat and stuff.
You can't put Call of Duty and Battlefield in the same category. You can't say one's better than the other because they are completely different. If you
I
play
can
them
say
both-
one's better than the other. I can say Battlefield's much better, but
well,
that's
I
my
like
opinion,
Battlefield
really.
more.
Yeah.
They're
I mean,
both
yeah,
the top
I'd
of
say
what
that.
they do.
Yeah, they're completely different. You can't put them together.
Except
Except for you have a gun. And it's first person, you have a gun. Like, you can't run and gun in Battlefield. Not very easily, anyway. You can't just sprint in buildings and, hip fire away. It's quite a difficult game to get a grasp of, and it's not just, you play for 5 hours and you're prestige 26. It takes ages to level up, and you get a real sort of sense of...
achievements.
Yeah, you get a sense of achievement when you spend ages trying to use your sniper class just to get the bolt action sniper that everyone wants, and it does take a while, and you don't just get guys in Call of Duty with OP guns all the time. All games have these sort of problems with guns, but I think Battlefield especially are really quick to nerf the overpowered guns. One of the shotguns I know was really overpowered, and it got to a point where it was ridiculous. But yeah, they did take some of the damage points out of it, and I think Battlefield itself has got a better community and a better sort of system in that they look for what the fans want, and with Battlefield 4 coming out, I'm hoping it's going to be the next step in the Battlefield franchise in the right way, hopefully, not just to go down some sort of Call of Duty route. I hope not.
Yeah, I hope so as well. But I'm not holding out a giant hope for it.
No, well, I think I'll be getting on PC again, like some of these games, but hopefully it'll be a good game, and if it fulfills what Battlefield 3 has done and goes to the next level, then it's worthy of the number 2 spot for me. But yeah, that's number 2. Alright guys, it's time for the number 1 spot. Now, there's a few speculations what this might be. We've talked about this a lot, and this is our personal view in that our number 1 is going to be, drumroll please.
No.
Nope.
No drum roll. League of Legends! No, it's not.
No, not League of Legends. It is DayZ Standalone. Now, we play the mod. The mod's getting recorded, trying to go upload it. I mean, at the moment we can't, just because of the few issues with the game, but we forgive it. We still love it. We'll still keep going back to it when it's fixed, and we are really looking forward to the standalone. I mean, I've got a video up about some of the more details that are coming out for standalone. They made it look better, they made it flow better. It's a completely new engine. It's not on the Arma 2 engine at all. They've got a few ideas from it, but they're trying to make it as realistic as possible now. I don't know if you guys know this, but he's trying to make a sort of instances. So, like World of Warcraft, you go into an instance, it's a completely new map, it's a new sort of world. Now, he's wanting to use that sort of technology so it doesn't lag the server, so you can make underground bases. And hide
I have
all your
heard
loot.
about this.
Yeah, I hide all your loot underground. Now,
Yeah.
that's brilliant. That's right up my street. That's what we sort of, it's what we want. That's we want a good way of making bases without just sort of hiding a tent in a tree.
Yeah,
Yeah, it kind of seems to me like he's going to have a setup base type, animation or whatever it is, and then it's kind of click on a go in here, maybe a loading screen, and then, you've got your instance where you can plop down all your tents and your barbed wire kits and cool stuff like that, and then maybe have other people coming in trying to take your stuff. Some nice close quarter combat to be really interesting.
Yeah, it'd be really cool. It's trying to take out a lot of the military guns, the higher end 50 cals and stuff, and try and get down to like Winchesters and Lee Enfields and these high caliber sort of rifles that are not too high tech.
Oh yeah, but my favourite part of the mod DayZ is down electro ways with a Lee Enfield and a hatchet, battering the crap out of a guy with a crowbar. Just because it's where you meet the most people. You have those guys running up to you shouting friendly at the top of their lungs as they're getting trailed by about 12 zombies. It just really interesting things happen. All the fun's in electro. It's where the party's at.
Yeah, definitely.
It's certainly one of the most immersive games I've ever picked up.
Yeah, that's what I'm most looking forward to.
One of the main reasons why I got into PC gaming was DayZ Standalone. And I tried to spec my computer around the game. That's how much I was sort of hyped for this.
Yeah, I mean, there's been kind of a discussion about kind of like an experience type system, like maybe passive skills,
Yeah.
or something like that. I totally don't want that in the game. I like it the way it is. I think you just need to stick to it as much as possible. You know, clean up the bits that haven't gone down well. Don't worry too much about adding new stuff. You know, I'm already hooked on the game. It's already really good.
I mean, I wouldn't expect to see when it comes out a whole lot of difference. I think what they're trying to work towards is making a brilliant base of the game, and then add on to that. You know, like Minecraft. It started for one game, and now it's changed quite drastically. From, well, not drastically, the same sort of bare bones is there, but they've added a lot onto it. I think that's what they're going to do with DayZ. So they're going to add, you know, you can have one character slot when you start. When it gets going a bit better, you know, you'll have a few character slots that you can move into different servers, and you know, that's one thing that again could be really cool.
Oh yeah. I can't wait. I can't stress enough how excited I am for this game.
Well, I'm just looking forward to a polished. Go on.
I was just going to say I played War Z when that came out. We don't have to talk about what a flop that was, but it's going to be absolutely no comparison. It's going to be brilliant.
I think they were sort of worrying, like, oh god, War Z's come out. What do we need to push the game out? Do we need to get it out? And you know, I'm glad they didn't. As soon as they figured War Z is shit,
crap.
This
you can
awful.
say it.
You know, they don't have to worry about that sort of competition. They can really focus on making a polished game that we're all gonna play for 12 hours straight, just to get a hatchet in Electro.
Another thing is, if they're going to be, you know, wanting to release it on consoles as well, I just don't want them to compromise the game in any way. I want it to have the same detail that Arma 2 gave it. You know, I know they're using the Arma 2 engine, but I don't know. I know we probably won't get the game out until September when all the consoles coming out. If they do, you know, definitely go down the PS3, PS4 and Xbox route. But yeah, as long as they don't compromise the game, I'm not too bothered about it.
Yeah, so we can all say we're really looking forward to this more than
DayZ, baby! Can't wait. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, but expect to be waiting, you know, quite a while. But don't think, oh, we're waiting ages. You know, it's gonna be well worth the wait. And if it takes them that long to make a brilliant game, then you know they can take all the time they need.
Exactly, we'll be waiting.
So yeah, that's the top 10 for you guys. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe and like and all that good stuff. It helps out a lot. So it's bye from me and bye from everyone else.
Peace!
Bye.